Hey guys, it's Misty, athlete mental health coach and author of the Athlete Mental Health Playbook. So today I want to chat with you about something that I think affects a lot of pro athletes. And in fact, I know it does, or at least based on the conversations that I've had over the years. And I'm going to actually go ahead and read a quote. This is from Brandon Marshall. I don't know Brandon Marshall personally, but shout out to Brandon Marshall. He's doing a lot for the mental health world and really speaking up for athletes in that capacity. So I want to go ahead and just read something that he wrote, that he said rather, from an article that I picked up. But I think that this really applies to a lot of athletes that I know, all right? So here it is. When I first heard the term mental health, the first thing that came to mind was mental toughness, masking pain, hiding it, keeping it inside. That had been embedded in me since I was a kid. Never show weakness. Suck it up, play through it, live through it. And now I realize that mental health means the total opposite. So here's the thing about that. I know, again, many athletes who feel this way. I think at the pro level, at other levels is too, but for sure at the pro level, because you're expected to be super tough, right? No one wants to hear your problems. They want you to come to work. They want you to grind. They want you to be on point, and that's the way that it has to be. And then I think people look at you as, for example, a football player like Brandon Marshall is, and think, man, they're an athlete, so they must just be overly tough, right? And sometimes I think there's this stigma that comes with being an athlete, that you have to be a robot, and just like Brandon said, not having emotions. Because what happens when that happens, when you have emotions and you express them? Well, for instance, what I learned growing up around sports and athletes and around this arena is that you're gonna end up being called something like weak, right? You're probably gonna be called that, like somebody said, man, stop being weak, suck it up, or other worse things that we've heard along the way. There's a lot of talk that happens about that. So the point is that you learn this, right? And you learn this value. And maybe that works inside the locker room, and maybe that works inside the field or the court or wherever you might be. And there is a place for mental toughness, absolutely. But guess what happens? You end up becoming that persona, and it extends to your personal life. So even after you're done playing, or even while you're active playing, in your personal life or in other areas of your life, you have learned to become comfortable just sucking it up and keeping everything to yourself. And because that's what you've learned that tough is. Well, here's the truth. We know that it's not, because you're not robot. You are human, which means that you're going to have emotions. So here's what we need to do. We need to sort of unlearn the conditioning that exists in the sport, and how do you apply that into other areas of your life, right? And maybe even inside your sport, there's a room for this as well, right? Depends on your personal situation and kind of what you got going on there. But at least in your personal life or after sports or wherever it might be, that you're feeling this burden, like, man, I can't talk to so-and-so because I got to feel this, I got to figure this out on my own. I can't show my weakness. I need to internalize this, and I'm going to think about it, and I'm going to find a solution, or I'm just going to suck up my emotion and push it down, right? I'm going to put it in the back of my head. I'm not going to think about it. I'm going to just let it go. And the problem is that still exists. And so they can come and manifest into other problems, and sometimes even stress. Sometimes it gets out into outbursts of anger. Maybe that's an outlet that those emotions are coming out in. There's so many different ways that people have to get that outlet out, because energies is emotions, or emotions are energy, in other words, and it is going to come out. So there's a way, either way, it's got to come out. So here's what I want to do. I want to help you unpack the heavy stuff. I want to help you normalize your emotions and give you a place where you feel safe to let your voice be heard and without judgment. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to head over to purposesoulathletics.com. The link to that will be in the bio, or in the comments rather, wherever you're watching this at. And I want you to head over there. I want you to click on the tab that says membership. And I want you to check this out. So I've created something called Bucketheads. And what this is it's a community of athletes, but it's all around mental health, wellness, and training. And what it is mental wellness training in short bursts on the go. So it's stuff like daily affirmation text messages, it's journal prompts, it's sessions with me, it's different things that you're gonna find that I think will help you begin to unpack that heavy stuff and at least start to take those steps towards normalizing those emotions and becoming okay with the fact that they've got to go somewhere, and we want them to go somewhere constructive before they end up being destructive, right? Keep in mind too that stress can really harm your body and cause your body to break down, which could compromise your immune system, or it could cause you to cause injuries or whatever it might be. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, and I'm not a licensed mental health therapist, but these are the things that I've seen in my own life and through working with other people. So they're just things to be aware of. So I want, again, head over to purposesolathletics.com, click on that membership button, and then I want you to try this free for 7 days. So check it out. You're going to get a lot out of that in just the first 7 days. If anything, again, it's a community and a place where you can begin to unpack that heavy stuff and normalize your emotions, because like Brandon was saying, it's totally the opposite of mental toughness is not holding on to your stuff necessarily, or mental wellness is not equal to mental toughness. It's time we think about this differently, and that you have a space to do it. So that's why I'm here. That's why I want to help you. Again, purposesolathletics.com. You can click on the membership button. We have a lot of other goodies and resources there. There's a resources tab as well that you can check out if you want to, but highly encourage you to check out that membership program. It's going to really, again, help you get that focus, help you feel more productive, and help you feel normal by having these emotions and giving you a place to let that all out and just unpack it. All right, so that's it for me. Again, my name is Misty Buck. I'm an athlete mental health coach and author of the Athlete Mental Health Playbook, and I want to thank you for being here, and I'm always available if you have any questions.